think you're really cool. I like you a lot. Maybe we can hang out or something. Hey, I think you're really cool. I like you a lot. Maybe we can hang out or something.
Okay, happy Mother's Day 2021. Welcome to the storage unit and the other part of my world that I don't talk a whole bunch about. But as it says in my captions for the channel, that's things that interest me. So these here are two Harbor Freight Pelican case knockoffs with the valves for air pressure relief on both of them. And they're for the same but different purposes. In other words, one contains one set of devices and the other one contains another set of devices. One of the main things about these cases that I've heard a lot of complaints about, and I would agree with, is that the foam, when you take out the little square tear outs to mold in your devices so that they set in and recess and are better protected, that the thing starts degrading and breaking down and turning granular and gets all over the place. And that's where, but wait, there's more, comes into play. Okay, this is just a standard can, 14-ounce can of Flex Seal. And what I'm going to do, let me open these up. As you can see here, hold on, sorry. This one would be my camera for recording different things, except for like this. And there's several other items that are like up underneath. But when you go in and you tear out these square pieces, it kind of gets jaggedy on the edges, okay? And it can start crumbling over time, taking them in and out and in and out. And what this is a Osmo 2, DJI Osmo 2, and that's a DJI Osmo 4. They're both gimbals. That's the remote control for the GoPros, and that's an 8, and then that's a Osmo action can from DJI and a battery. Now, underneath and between the layers, there's other batteries and cables and connections and head straps and chest straps and all the other stuff that goes with it that would make this whole thing complete. And then of course there's users manuals and stuff like that that are just straight behind this piece of foam here. Now and I think the sack for this this DJI, I didn't want to do that anyways. So what I'm going to do, and this one is I'm also a returning ham radio operator. Okay, by that I mean that I had a license years ago when I lived in California, and I let it expire, and I've since acquired several handheld radios that is getting me back into the game. This one is a digital, Anytone digital dual band. This one is a triple band, tri-band, 2 meter, 440 and 220. This is 240 and 220, but it's also digital. It's got Bluetooth. It's got everything on it. This is just a 2 meter, 440, 2 meter, 440, 2 meter, 2 meter. And this is just set up for a shorter, more compact version. These have got the extended batteries on them. The number one thing that I'm concerned about and this is a sacred frequency counter. Okay, so there's all kinds of crap up underneath it, about 1.5 million antennas and stuff like that are down here below the layers. When you take the antenna off, leaves a little bit of an area the opening right there, that I'm afraid of this fuzz getting into that and causing a problem with the radios long term. So what I'm going to be doing is taking that and the first layer there, and that and the first layer there, and this is a collapsible tripod. I'm going to take it out there somewhere along the fence line or whatever. Sorry about the glare. Back over in that area somewhere. and I'm going to spray it with several coats of Flex Seal and let it dry very thoroughly, and then bring it back in here and put it all back together. And what that'll do is that'll capture and seal the little knobs and stuff like that that'll try to break off of these right here and get all over the place, and it will give it the performance of a regular Pelican case and its foam cutout inserts. So let me get at it. I'll pick up when I'm done spraying it. Okay, so it's all been coated with the Flex Seal, a couple coats, and it's kind of sealed in all the edges and everything, and it's dry and gives it a lot more firm texture, and it's not going to be peeling off and breaking off because it's, you know, it's gotten down into the cells, and it ought to be a pretty good deal. This is not quite the quality of a Pelican foam, but it ain't quite the price of a Pelican neither, so there's that. So here's the other upside of it. I bought both these cases. I think I paid $42 a piece for them at Harbor Freight, and if I'd have had a coupon, it'd been cheaper. You know, you get by bringing a coupon, they'll give you half the store. So there's not a whole bunch of stuff I would buy from Harbor Freight just because it's some of it's questionable, but there are some things that are pretty good, and I checked out the O-rings on these things, pretty rugged, and they look like they'll be a handy thing to have my stuff in. I opted not to cut any more for any more cameras or anything like that. They're all hidden up underneath, but that's the project, and it is complete. And again, it was a Flex Seal, and for the ham radio gear, and I'll be posting some ham radio videos, and then of course learning to use this one I bought so that it would fit with my iPod or iPhone 11 Max Pro, which is heavy and it's hard to balance to use the gimbal. And this one is, I think I'm going to use with that action cam, Omni action cam, and then of course that's the remote control for the GoPro stuff. So, and the kind of cool thing is this Anytone 2 meter and 440 and digital radio. It's got this little wristband remote right here. It's also Bluetooth, so I can use one of my Bluetooth headsets to listen to it, and use that button right there. You can either strap it to your wrist or somewhere, and you just push it. It's the push to talk, so that you don't have to have this right up on you. And like I said, all the long whip antennas and stuff like that, and rubber ducks and all that stuff are up underneath. And these are basically just backups for these two here, and this one being the 2 meter, no, this one being the tri-band. So anyhow, that's the project. I'm going to go ahead and call that complete, and they can go in the back of the car and locked, and I have access to them and they're protected. So if you like this video and anything else that I'm putting out, and again, I'm trying to get this together, and all this is a learning process, and let me be clear, until I've passed my ham license, I'm going to get my technician and my general in the same day. That's the intent. I am not using these, okay? I use them to listen to and to monitor, but there's been not one transmission that's gone out on them without my license in my sweaty little palm. Be upfront with that right there. It's illegal, and if it's illegal, I'm not doing it. So that's that one, and then that'll be a vein of my channel that's going to be upcoming, the Life and Times of a Ham Geek. And this one is to give you some better content on the kayak when I'm out on the water fishing. And like I said, I was in the hospital for a week, and it's been a bit healing back up, but I'm back on the mend, and I'm looking forward to putting some better content out, and a lot more clear, less of this, thanks to the gimbals, and maybe some entertaining content with actually catching some fish on video. So I look forward to it. And if you think enough of it that you'd like to, I would welcome it if you subscribed and hit the like button. And if you didn't like any of it, by all means hit the like button twice. Okay, and all things and always be blessed, and I mean that literally, be blessed. Thanks.